Olympic Peninsula really has some of the most incredible rivers and forests anywhere in the United States. The rivers originate on the mountains of Olympic National Park. They flow out to the ocean. They're largely undeveloped, wild places, incredible free-flowing rivers that have served as natural laboratories for research, important habitat for native species, incredible recreational opportunities, drinking water for communities, and they're just really special attribute of the Pacific Northwest and what makes this place such a wonderful place to live and work and play.
To give you an idea of the importance of protecting the Olympic Peninsula, for one, it's stunning beauty. People come here for the stunning beauty of the Olympic Peninsula. People come here for the recreational activities, and people come here to live because they want clean water, clean air. And so that alone is a great reason to protect what we have.
About 2006, or a little bit before that, we got together the four major groups here in the Olympic Peninsula, which consist of the Olympic Sierra Club, the North Google Sierra Club, the Olympic Audubon, Olympic Park Associates, and Olympic Forest Coalition, of which I'm the board president. We wanted to discuss the potential of being able to do a campaign to protect areas that we felt needed protection.
So I've been involved in the Wild Olympics campaign for over a decade when some local individuals on the Olympic Peninsula contacted me and some other groups with their interest in launching a wilderness and wild and scenic rivers campaign. I've been a scientist who's worked out on the Olympic Peninsula. I've done a lot of research on the rivers out there. It's an incredibly important place to me. And when individuals from the Olympic Peninsula contacted me with their interest in a conservation vision for the landscape, I was really excited with the opportunity to help them with that vision and develop a conservation vision for the long-term conservation of the rivers and the landscape surrounding them. So the Wild Olympics bill does two things. It provides wilderness protection for upper watersheds on the Olympic Peninsula, and it also designates rivers as wild and scenic. 19 major rivers and their tributaries would be protected under the Wild and Scenic Rivers Act. The Wild and Scenic Rivers Act was passed in 1968, and it requires that rivers that are protected under the Act remain in their free-flowing condition and their outstandingly remarkable values are protected. So the values are those that have regional or national significance. In the case of the rivers of the Olympic Peninsula, it's the fishery resources, the recreational resources, the scenery and geology, and the objective of the managing agency is to ensure that those uses and values are protected into the future and that people have an opportunity to enjoy them. One of the things with the Wild Olympics campaign is although we enjoy really strong local support, that support is not universal, and there are individuals that are not supportive of the legislation. We've spent a lot of time over the last decade working to address specific substantive issues. We worked to remove acres from the bill that were part of the active timber base. The original legislative concept was cut by nearly 30% to the compromise that we've developed today. I think there's still some ideological opposition. The idea of protecting public lands is not something that's universally shared by everyone. And so I don't think that we'll be able to win everyone over that may be opposed to this, but we've worked really hard to address the substantive issues that people have brought forward, and the compromise legislation, I really reflects that.
So to paraphrase Tim McNulty from the Olympic Park Associates and one of our original organizers. Tim has stated that the Olympic Peninsula has its own unique rivers because they all have very different forests, wildlife, and microclimates, and that is very true. So in order to protect all of that, everything that we have spoken about, it can only happen with a fully congressionally designated Wilderness and Wild and Scenic Rivers Act safeguards to protect the salmon areas forever.